Hey, Fit Fam, Coach Russo here. Welcome to SeniorFit Wellness. This month, mental health for older adults. Now, I wish I would have called this mental wellness because we're not so much looking at like you're depressed or you're anxious and what to do about it, but we're looking for ways to boost your mood. And as I say and like to teach, you're going to have a willingness and a sense to participate in life and just have a brighter outlook. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in. Most important thing, mental health matters, okay? And what that means for you guys and all of my clients is that we want to pay attention to how our mental health affects our day, how we feel, how we think. And also we want to just understand that as you get older, there are challenges with mental health, okay? One is loneliness. And we kind of learned that during the COVID era, how important it is to socialize. And we'll see that on the next slide. But another one, and I'm going to say it, is fear of death, okay? And kind of losing your mobility and losing your strength and your independence, which is part of why I started SeniorFit, to help you stay strong and achieve your independence, but it's just a generalized fear, okay? So what we're going to do, as I said earlier, we're going to learn ways to boost your mood and improve your day-to-day life using mental wellness or mental health. Next one, social connection, okay? What this means is you want to be interacting with people on a regular basis. Now, as I like to teach, look, you're in a stage in your life where you don't really need to interact with people that you don't like, okay? You might have some obligations, but realistically, you should keep your group, your circle of friends to people that you enjoy spending time with, okay? Now, let's say, for instance, that you're just kind of a person, you're a little bit more introverted, don't necessarily like going out in public too much. I highly encourage you to actually try and go out, as you can see here, just have some short talks, right? Just go when you go to the grocery store, say hi to someone, or you're waiting at the pharmacy line, like talk to the person behind you. Just start like little conversations. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't mean anything. And that's going to boost your mood and kind of get the social juices flowing, okay? Now, also, whether or not you're social or not social, I believe that everyone should have family time. And it's been proven that people that have a strong sense of community are actually going to live happier and better lives. What I recommend is you want to schedule time with your family, right? You want to create routines, as we'll see later, and you want to follow up and make sure, like, hey, perfect example, hey, Tuesday, I'm going to meet with my sister and we're going to have lunch. Now, let's say you're someone where their family doesn't live close or you don't really have a lot of family. You make your own family, right? Just find your friend groups. Find people that you care and you want to spend time with and make a routine out of it, or call them each week. Okay, every Wednesday I call Sally, who, is my friend from North Carolina, or every third Wednesday, me and the girls get together to go to lunch. Something like that to kind of just make sure you're in the habit of scheduling time with your friends. Okay, and the last one is, let's say you want to make friends, or you're just looking for other hobbies, or you want to connect with like-minded people. Joining a community or a club is a great way to do that. Hashtag SeniorFit. Of course, right? Exercise classes, you join people who want to live healthy lifestyles that are into working out. But other things, like let's say you like to knit or crochet, you can join a club like that and meet people who are interested in the same things. And that's a great way to get the social juices flowing, but also another way for you to participate in an activity that's scheduled and routine to kind of help you guys keep moving and stay strong, okay? Which is the next one. No SeniorFit Wellness topic is ever complete without me talking about exercise, okay? So exercise is super important, but we're going to take a little bit different look at it. We're going to be looking a little bit more at the mental side of things, okay? If you don't know, exercise boosts your mood, okay? It's very simple. There are actually some advances in neuroscience. We're not going to go into that. But what I will say, which was interesting to me, is you look at this one, balance benefits, is exercises that require focus, moving with intention, or patterns or sequences, they actually require more of your brain and they help you stay more focused. Let me move myself so you guys can see me. Okay, I moved me over. So exercises that require this focus and these sequences, it kind of just takes you out of your head, to use basically regular speak, takes you out of your head, okay? And that's why at SeniorFit, what I like to do a lot with all of our clients is we do fall prevention, learning techniques. There's a lot of sequencing, a lot of ordering, a lot of numbers. It's, train your brain, as we call it. There's a reason we do that. It's because it's going to help you boost your mood. It's also going to help stay your mind sharp, okay? Now, you don't need to make this whole, you do have to exercise. We don't have to make it this whole routine thing. If you basically just want to get your body going, this is going to be a great thing for your mood, okay? So you just see simple activities. We got walking, dancing, stretching, gardening, anything that you can think that's just going to get you into action and stay moving. Because laying and being stagnant, it kind of weighs the body down and it weighs your mind down. And as we'll see, the last one right here, movement matters. And it's just kind of selling you guys on more exercise, but it basically will help you manage anxiety and help you improve your sleep because exercise stimulates your nervous system. And then after it relaxes the nervous system, which allows you to relax and which allows you to help manage anxiety and also improve your sleep. So speaking of that, we're looking at the next one. Calm your mind. Let me move myself again. Calming your mind. It's ironic because it shouldn't be a stressful activity. Calm my mind, right? What it means, like our nice lady friend here, is you have an act of meditation, or as we like to call in our New Age speak, mindfulness, okay, or self-reflection. It's actually an ancient term, so kind of funny that I called it New Age. But what that means is you need to pay attention to how you feel. Whoa, okay? Everyone knows the person's like, oh my God, I gotta be here, I gotta do this, oh my God, right? You know those people. They are very stressed out, and you can identify the stress. The question is, that person could be you, okay? We need to pay attention to how we're feeling and what our stress levels are, okay? A lot of my clients, even though they're retired, even though they're hanging out, they just feel obligated to do so much stuff, and they're running around, and it's kind of like a little bit of chaos. So how we combat that is called practicing mindfulness, okay? So a way to kind of, as we say, recenter yourself or relax the stress, right, is some great techniques, okay? You have breathing is a good one. Deep breathing. Nature tends to be another one that people like to do. If you have a meditation practice or you know how to meditate, that's a great one. I highly invest you learn how to meditate. Or if you have a faith-based practice, go ahead and participate in some sort of prayer or prayer ritual. That kind of helps you bring some inner peace, okay? Another one, talking about inner peace, talking about mindfulness, right? It's like a layer, right? So it's like, be aware of the stress. So it's like, be aware of the stress, okay? Then practice something to calm the stress down. And then finding your peace. So what that kind of means is how can you eliminate stress in the first place? So a big one that I find helpful and that a lot of my clients find helpful is just having quiet time, which means put down the phone, turn away the TV, no books, and just sit in quiet. Kind of let your thoughts just kind of run through and then relax and then relax. And journaling can also help you kind of like understand your thoughts better and kind of understand where stress is coming from. But you want to find time to basically take the burden off, okay? Schedule that, make it part of your routine. Next, okay, this is arguably the most important one. Let me move myself again. Arguably the most important one is building structure and purpose, okay? This is something that I see a lot of my clients struggle with. And the only reason they struggle with it is they're just not mindful of, oh, wow, I don't have a purpose, okay? So we're going to talk about a bunch of different things and kind of finding your purpose and building structure. But finding a purpose, it centers around having a good daily routine, okay? When we have routines, we are at lower stress levels because we're kind of moving through the day. You kind of know what's next. You know what's going on. It's also going to add a level of stability. So if you're working towards goals or you're working towards accomplishing something, it's going to have this nice, steady rhythm. And right, it's funny because you can stress about what to do, right? Making all these plans. But if you have a nice routine, right, you know what to do. So you can see we've been building a routine this entire time. It's like, okay, quiet time with mindfulness practice. Perfect example. Oh, I want to have an exercise class. I want to schedule my movement, right? And it's like, oh, family, friends, scheduling time with my friends. So you kind of build everything into this routine, okay? Now, the next question is, what do you want to do, okay? And you have two things, okay? We have purposeful activities and we have mental stimulation, okay? So I'm going to start with mental stimulation down here. Is you want to do things that are fun. Okay, so you got puzzles if you like puzzles, Sudoku, maybe it's putting on music and dancing or listening to classical music. Maybe it's learning something new or educating yourself. Maybe it's drinking alcohol. I know, I'm just kidding, but it could be. It's just something that stimulates you, okay? Because we talked about calming yourself, we talked about moving, we talked about talking. What about something you just want to do for fun? Everyone has at least one thing that they like to do. So I encourage you to build that into your routine, okay? Hopefully it's not drugs, but you just build that into your routine. And to stack that, when you do purposeful activities, which is kind of a broad phrase, but let me break it down. It's activities, it's hobbies, it can be volunteering, but what makes it purposeful, and this is just my own personal opinion and what I like to teach, what makes these things purposeful is you're in service to other people. Now, that doesn't just mean like going down to the homeless shelter and feeding people. It could if that's what you're passionate about, right? But think about my example with like a sewing club, okay? So you go to a sewing club, it's for mental stimulation, it's for fun, it's part of your routine, you're socializing, you get all these great benefits, but it's like, how can I bring purpose into my sewing club? And it's, well, how can you be a service? What are you sewing? Maybe you're sewing for a granddaughter, or maybe you're sewing for a friend, Or maybe it's, hey, I bring the waters to the sewing club because I'm helping out the other members, right? Or just encouraging people, hey, doing a good job. Maybe you're an expert and you need to offer some help. Do that. Or maybe you're a beginner. Offer someone to help you, because people like me who love teaching, they will love to teach you. Okay, that's going to add purpose into your activities. Okay, and the final piece, this is the most important one of the whole thing. So if you learn nothing, learn this. You want to feel useful. You're saying, whoa, what does that mean? Okay. I believe, this is a belief, that we are made to serve others. And in doing so, we serve ourselves. And the best and fastest way to feel useful is to be of service. And you say, oh, I don't have the energy, I don't have the time, I don't have things. You start small, okay? Start with just small little steps. And it's everything we talked about, right? It's, going out, talking to someone short, seeing if you can help, offering advice, okay? Then it's like building into your hobbies, building into your activities, building into your connections, building in this service mindset, okay? That's how you feel useful. Also, if you're a creative person, like a lot of my clients that like to create things, that's a great way. Creativity, create something, write something, build something, and then share with the world, okay? Now, I will say, SeniorFit is a secular organization. We don't participate in any religion or anything like that. But I will say, for those of you that are religious or have a faith-based practice, this kind of knocks out all of the pieces, right? Because, you're part of a faith-based organization. You have your community, right? A lot of those activities you guys are doing about service and the opportunities to help people, spread the knowledge, et cetera, okay? So that's just something I want to throw in there as kind of like icing on the cake. Well, we all can do it regardless if we have faith or not. All right, so next month, strength training, a personal favorite subject of mine. And what we're going to be doing is going to be more of an interactive lesson, is we're going to be looking at specific exercises to build strength that supports your joints, okay? I can't tell you people, they do strength training just to build random muscles in random places, okay? We're not here to build a thick neck or to get really strong, shin muscles. We're here to build muscle, like rotator cuffs, that support your joints, okay? So be on the lookout for that one next month, and I will see you then.